in the endless blue of our planet's oceans, life unfolds in ways more mysterious than we ever imagine. Among the largest creatures to ever exist on Earth lies a secret one hidden beneath waves. In the quiet bond between a mother whale and her newborn calf. How does a baby whale survive in a world where everything is water? And more strangely, how does it drink milk deep beneath the surface? Tonight, we dive into one of nature's most extraordinary miracles. This is the Wonder Lab, and this is the untold story of how baby whales drink milk underwater. Asterisk, the ocean stretches endlessly. A world of drifting shadows, ancient currents, and silent giants moving through blue darkness. Here, life doesn't follow the rules of the world above. It creates its own. For thousands of years, humans have stood on the shores, staring at the sea, wondering what lies beneath those shimmering waves, and yet, even today, there are mysteries so strange, so unimaginable, that they remain hidden from the eyes of the world. Among these mysteries is the beginning of a whale's life, before the splash of a tail breaks the surface, before the deep call of a whale echoes across the ocean. A quiet miracle takes place in the unseen darkness below. A miracle that begins with the birth of a calf, fragile, yet destined to become one of the largest creatures ever to roam Earth. But the ocean is no gentle cradle. Cold, endless, unpredictable. A newborn whale must learn to breathe, swim, survive, all within moments of entering this world. And among its first challenges is something humans rarely think about. How does a baby whale drink milk underwater? In the world of land mammals, feeding is simple. The mother lowers her head, the baby finds warmth, and nature does the rest. But in the ocean, nothing is simple. Gravity disappears. Pressure increases. Predators lurk, and water surrounds everything. A newborn whale cannot latch onto its mother the way land animals do. Waves would break the seal, salt water would rush in, and the calf might drown. Yet somehow, perfectly, beautifully, evolution has crafted a solution. To understand that solution, we must journey to the very moment a whale is born, deep beneath the waves. In waters warmed by distant sunlight, a massive shape rises slowly from the gloom. The mother whale, a titan of the deep, has traveled thousands of kilometers for this moment. These waters are safe, quiet, calm, a secret nursery hidden beneath the sea. She has carried her calf for nearly a year, nurturing life inside her immense body. And now it begins. A shadow shifts, a movement beneath her tail, and then a newborn whale emerges into the ocean for the first time. Unlike most land creatures, whale calves are born tail first, a brilliant adaptation ensuring they do not drown in the moments before they take their very first breath. The calf is heavy, nearly a third the size of its mother, yet utterly helpless. The mother whale lifts it gently, guiding it upward, pushing with immense strength until the newborn breaks the surface. Air rushes into tiny lungs. Life begins, but the clock has already started. The calf needs energy fast. It has a gigantic body to grow, a destiny that will take it from a fragile creature to a giant capable of crossing entire oceans. And that energy comes from one thing: milk. But milk underwater. How a question so simple, yet so extraordinary, that it has puzzled scientists for decades. As we follow this mother and her calf into the deep, we begin to see clues, moments of precision and behavior sculpted by millions of years of evolution. The mother swims slowly, holding her calf close to her belly. She positions herself just right, shielding the baby from currents and predators. The calf leans in, nudging instinctively toward the two small slits, hidden, streamlined, where the mother's mammary glands are located. There is no nipple like land mammals, no open shape that water could rush into. Instead, evolution has created one of the ocean's most brilliant secrets: a pressure system, a controlled milk jet, a perfect design for feeding underwater. But how exactly does it work? How does the milk not mix with water? How does the calf drink without drowning? To answer this, we must travel deeper into biology, evolution, anatomy, and behavior. For now, as part one closes, we leave the newborn calf drifting beside its mother, safe, protected, connected through an ancient bond. The mystery grows deeper, the ocean grows darker, and the secret of how baby whales drink milk remains waiting. Beneath the silence of the sea, the ocean shifts, its currents weaving silent stories through a world older than mountains and deeper than memory itself. In this vast blue wilderness, the newborn whale begins its first journey, a journey guided not by knowledge, but by instinct older than time. For the first few hours of life, the calf stays close, glued to its mother's side, not by touch, but by trust. In this ocean, a distance of even a few meters can mean death. Predators sense weakness. Currents drag the tiny body away, and hunger strikes fast, faster than most creatures on land can imagine. A whale calf needs extraordinary amounts of energy. Unlike human babies, it cannot afford slow growth. Its body must expand rapidly, thickening with blubber, strengthening muscles, fueling the ability to dive, swim, flee, survive. And all of this depends on milk. Not ordinary milk. Not the thin, watery liquid most mammals produce. Whale milk is a substance so dense, so rich, so power-packed, that simply touching it with your fingers would feel like touching soft butter. It is nearly 40 to 50% fat, engineered to turn a tiny calf into a giant in mere months. But nature never gives gifts easily. Everything in the ocean is a challenge. As part two unfolds, we follow the mother whale's ancient ritual, the delicate dance of feeding her calf in a world ruled by pressure, currents, and predators. Beneath the waves, the mother whale slows her enormous body. Her movements become gentle, controlled, almost still. A kind of calm only the largest animals on Earth can create. The calf approaches her underside, guided by an instinct born with it, a sense that something essential lies there. Waiting to nourish it, the mother's body carries two small slits, nearly invisible, perfectly sealed against the surrounding water. These slits hide a secret few creatures possess, a mammary system designed to work in a liquid world. Unlike land mammals with visible nipples, whales keep theirs concealed. A perfect hydrodynamic design, streamlined, hidden, safe, but the calf still needs access. And this is where evolution crafted one of the ocean's most ingenious mechanisms. The calf gently nudges the area with its head, not random searching, but a coded behavior passed down through generations. Inside, muscles respond, a reflex awakens, a connection begins. The mother whale doesn't wait for the calf to suck, because sucking underwater is impossible. Salt water would flood the calf's mouth, lungs, and throat deadly in seconds. So instead, the mother does something remarkable. She injects milk into the calf's mouth using pressure, not a spray, not a leak, a controlled, powerful jet, thick, warm, and rich, that shoots directly into the calf's sealed lips. This is the first time the calf tastes life's fuel. But before we reach the full explanation of this feeding system, we must understand everything else that surrounds it. Because feeding underwater is not just biology, it is strategy, survival, timing, and evolution. The mother whale positions her body carefully, always aware of the visible world around her and the invisible world beneath. Sound, vibration, movement, threats.
She knows predators can detect the faintest sign of weakness.
A newborn calf sends signals, tiny clicks, soft movements, disturbed water currents, all of which can travel kilometers across the sea dot. So she shields the calf beneath her body like a living fortress. Her massive size becomes the first line of defense. Her presence alone is a message. Come close and face a giant. While protecting, she also teaches every moment is a lesson. How to rise for air, how to breathe properly, how to conserve energy, how to move with her, not against the water. The calf must master these basics before it can even think about feeding properly. But hunger grows quickly, and when the calf is ready, the mother slows again, tail gently drifting like a curtain of shadow. The ocean around them goes quiet, as if aware that something sacred is about to happen. The calf moves in. The mother tilts slightly, giving access without exposing too much. And then the slits open barely. Just enough, a dense stream of white liquid flows directly where it is needed. No drifting, no mixing with seawater, no waste. This is precision-engineered motherhood. The calf's lips form a temporary seal, a soft cup created by muscular reflexes. Not to suck, but to catch, to hold, to absorb every drop of the rich, fatty milk that will define its growth. In this moment, the ocean seems to pause. No predators, no currents, only the bond between mother and child, a bond so powerful that it has survived millions of years of evolution. The calf drinks and drinks and drinks. It gains energy faster than almost any other baby animal on Earth. Its body warms, its muscles strengthen. Its future as a giant begins to take shape, but this feeding technique, this miracle of underwater nourishment, is still not fully understood. And so part 2 sets the stage. We have witnessed the early rituals, the instincts, the protections, the first taste of milk, the silence of the deep. But the full secret, the biological engineering that makes underwater feeding possible, still lies ahead in the next chapter. We dive deeper into the design of whale milk, anatomy, and the mechanics of milk jets that defy the rules of life in water. The mystery continues, and the ocean still holds its breath. Beneath the shifting waves, the ocean becomes a cathedral of silence. Sunlight pierces only fleetingly, dancing on currents and illuminating shapes that are older than memory itself. In this cathedral swims a tiny, fragile life, the newborn whale calf. The calf has survived the first hours, an achievement in itself. It has learned the rhythm of its mother's movement, the rise and fall of her body, and the direction of her vast shadow. But survival requires more than instinct. It requires energy, growth, and mastery over the impossible. Drinking milk underwater. Let us now explore the biology behind this wonder. Unlike land mammals, whales cannot rely on gravity to help them feed. Milk must reach the mouth against the surrounding water pressure, against turbulence. Without dilution, inside the mother, the mammary glands are protected by powerful muscles. These muscles act like a pump, creating pressure to propel milk directly into the calf's mouth. The milk is so thick that it maintains cohesion as it travels, resisting mixing with the seawater around it. Fat content, density, and temperature are all precisely tuned, a natural design perfected over millions of years. But the mechanism is only one part of the miracle. The calf must also perform a perfect synchronization, lips sealed, tongue positioned, reflexes triggered to catch each jet efficiently. Even a minor error could allow water to enter, causing coughing, distress, or worse. And yet, nearly every calf accomplishes this on its first attempt. Instinct, evolution, and practice converge in a seamless ballet. The mother guides this learning silently. There is no vocal instruction, no demonstration, only presence, touch, and protection. She adjusts her speed, posture, and depth to create optimal conditions. She monitors the tiniest movements of the calf, a twitch of the flipper, a tilt of the head, correcting through subtle nudges. This process repeats hundreds of times each day. With each feeding, the calf grows stronger, its blubber thickens, and its muscles gain the power to move the ocean itself one day. Feeding is not only about survival, it is about preparation. For the whale calf, the first weeks of life are a crash course in navigation, respiration, and endurance. Every mouthful of milk fuels a body that must soon traverse thousands of kilometers. Scientists observing this phenomenon have marveled at the precision. The process is nearly invisible to the casual observer. From the surface, all that is seen is a gentle movement, a fleeting shadow beneath the waves. But beneath lies a world of complex adaptations, evolutionary engineering on a scale almost impossible to imagine. And then there is the timing. The mother must feed not only according to the calf's hunger, but also considering the environment. Currents can shift suddenly. Predators lurk. Temperature gradients change. Each feeding is a calculated dance. Every action is purposeful. No gesture is wasted. Yet this remarkable system works effortlessly. The calf drinks, the mother feeds. Life continues uninterrupted. As the weeks pass, the calf's body begins to change. Blubber forms rapidly, insulating it against cold. Muscles develop, granting swimming power and maneuverability. Coordination improves, enabling deep dives and sudden surfacing, all under the watchful guidance of the mother. This is not mere survival. This is preparation for mastery of the ocean itself. And within these lessons lies a profound secret. Nature's ingenuity is hidden in the smallest acts of care. A seemingly simple act, a mother feeding her calf. Underwater represents the culmination of millions of years of evolution, a sophisticated, almost mechanical precision that has allowed whales to thrive in the most extreme environment on Earth. As Part 3 concludes, we leave the mother and calf moving through the deep, a pair entwined in instinct, survival, and connection. We have glimpsed the machinery of life beneath the waves, the secret engineering of milk, and the delicate balance of trust and instinct. Yet the ocean holds even more mysteries. There are questions about calf learning, social interaction, and survival strategies still waiting to be revealed. And so, our journey continues deeper into the world of whales, into the life lessons hidden beneath the silent waves. The calf is growing, learning, drinking, surviving, and the ocean, vast and ancient, watches silently. Asterisk, the ocean is a world apart, a place where time flows differently, where life and survival are dictated by currents, pressure, and the unseen rhythms of water. Here, in this vast blue expanse, the newborn whale continues its journey, a journey that is both miraculous and perilous. By now, the calf has experienced its first hours of life, its first breaths, and its first milk. But these moments are just the beginning. Each feeding teaches more than nutrition. Each dive, each rise to the surface, each interaction with its mother shapes the calf's body, reflexes, and mind. Unlike human babies, whale calves must learn to control their bodies in 3 dimensions almost immediately. They must master buoyancy, balancing their massive forms against gravity and water pressure. They must coordinate flippers and tail, sensing currents, avoiding obstacles, and keeping pace with the mother. And all this learning happens alongside the act of feeding. For underwater milk consumption is not passive. It requires coordination, focus, and instinctual precision. The calf's lips must form a complete seal around the mother's mammary slits. Its tongue must position to receive the thick, fatty milk. Breathing must synchronize with swallowing. Any mistake could mean ingestion of seawater, leading to coughing or even life-threatening situations. Yet nearly all calves succeed, guided by a perfectly evolved combination of maternal behavior and inherited instinct. The mother whale is central to this process. Her body acts as a shield, protector, and guide. She modulates the pressure of her milk, adjusts her speed, and subtly maneuvers to align with her calf's positioning. She is the ultimate teacher, orchestrating a delicate dance that balances feeding efficiency, safety, and energy conservation. But there is another element at play: the composition of whale milk itself. Thick, nutrient-dense, and almost creamy in texture. Whale milk contains the exact ratios of fat, protein, and energy that a growing calf requires. Unlike cow or human milk, this substance is designed to resist dilution in water, allowing each drop to retain its full potency from mother to calf. The high fat content provides both rapid energy and thermal insulation, crucial for a life spent mostly in cold, deep waters. As the calf grows, its interactions with the mother increase in complexity. It begins to practice suction and positioning, preparing for independent feeding in later months. It learns the rhythm of life beneath the waves, when to dive, when to rise, when to rest, when to eat. Every behavior is a preparation for survival in a vast and unforgiving environment. Meanwhile, the ocean itself imposes lessons. Currents test the calf's swimming ability. Temperature shifts teach it regulation. The vast silence demands awareness of sound. Echolocation will become a vital tool as the calf matures. Yet feeding remains central. The act of consuming milk underwater is a marvel of evolutionary design. a union of biology, instinct, and environmental adaptation. The mother and calf exist as a single system. Energy flows from one body to another. Growth is accelerated, and survival probability increases dramatically. Researchers observing these creatures have discovered another astonishing fact. The calves, muscles, fat, and internal organs develop at rates unmatched in most mammals, fueled entirely by this thick, pressurized milk. Each feeding session leaves the calf stronger, faster, and more capable of navigating the oceanic labyrinth that surrounds it. The ocean, vast and indifferent, shapes both mother and child. Its currents, pressures, and predators create challenges that cannot be ignored. And yet, in the midst of this immense environment, life finds a way, precise, efficient, and awe-inspiring. As part 4 draws to a close, the calf swims confidently beside its mother, still learning, still dependent, but growing stronger with every heartbeat, every breath, and every mouthful of milk. We have begun to understand the mystery of underwater feeding, but there is still more to explore: the intricacies of calf social behavior, survival strategies, and the remarkable ways nature ensures these giants thrive. The ocean remains a realm of endless wonder, and the story of the baby whale, from birth to its first milk to its first independent movements, is far from complete. In the next chapter, we will explore how calves adapt to deeper waters, communicate, and develop survival instincts while still relying on their mother's ingenuity. The ocean is vast, silent, and unforgiving. Its waves carry secrets older than any human memory. And within these waters, the newborn whale begins to grow, learn, and adapt. By now, the calf has experienced its first days, its first feeds, first breaths, first movements beneath the surface. But the journey of growth and survival has only begun. Each feeding session is not just about nourishment. It is a lesson in coordination, awareness, and instinct. The calf must synchronize its body with the ebb and flow of its mother's movement, adjust to changing currents, and learn the timing of breaths, all while safely receiving milk. This learning process is subtle, invisible to the casual observer, but it is profound. The calf's muscles develop in tandem with its reflexes, creating a body capable of navigating the ocean with precision. Every flipper stroke, every tail flick, every tilt of the head is a rehearsal for survival. The mother whale continues her silent teaching. She positions herself to optimize milk delivery while minimizing risk. She shields her calf from predators and currents, guides it toward the surface when necessary, and allows the calf moments of independent exploration, small but critical steps toward autonomy. Social interaction also begins at an early age. The presence of other calves, siblings, or members of the pod introduces subtle behavioral lessons. Young whales observe, mimic, and respond to each other, learning essential skills such as maintaining formation, detecting danger, and communicating through clicks, whistles, and body movements. Meanwhile, the underwater milk feeding system continues to shape the calf's growth in remarkable ways. The dense, high-fat milk provides rapid energy and promotes thermal regulation, crucial for life in deep, cold waters. Every feeding strengthens the calf's body and mind, preparing it for long migrations, deep dives, and encounters with both predators and the vast challenges of the open ocean. Researchers have observed that the combination of instinct, maternal guidance, and milk consumption allows whale calves to grow at extraordinary rates. Muscles, blubber, and internal organs develop faster than in most other mammals, while neurological growth supports complex behaviors, memory, and social awareness. As the calf begins to explore more independently, it faces new challenges. Currents grow stronger, waves become unpredictable, and subtle dangers lurk in every shadow. Yet the mother's presence ensures that these early explorations remain guided, safe, and instructive. Feeding also becomes more sophisticated. The calf learns to position itself perfectly, seal its mouth, and anticipate the mother's milk jets. This precision ensures that even in moving water or turbulent conditions, every drop of milk is delivered efficiently and without contamination. Through these experiences, the calf develops a deep connection to its mother, one built not only on nourishment but on trust, guidance, and survival knowledge. This bond is essential. In the wild, without these early lessons, survival rates would plummet. Part 5 closes with the calf demonstrating remarkable growth, both physically and behaviorally. Its movements are smoother, its coordination sharper, and its confidence in navigating the ocean increasing daily. It swims close to its mother, mimicking her actions, learning her rhythms, and absorbing the essential skills for life in the deep blue. Yet, even as the calf grows, the ocean remains an unpredictable teacher. Currents shift without warning. Predators roam silently, and conditions change rapidly. The early lessons of feeding, coordination, and maternal guidance will be the foundation for survival. In the next chapter, we will explore how the calf transitions to deeper waters, interacts more with its pod, and begins the path toward independence, while continuing to rely on the miraculous system that allows it to drink milk underwater. Asterisk, the ocean stretches endlessly, a realm of pressure, darkness, and mystery. Here, life moves to rhythms unknown to humans, guided by currents, instinct, and survival. For the newborn whale calf, this vast world is both a playground and a crucible. By now, the calf has grown stronger, its muscles thickening, its reflexes sharper. But life beneath the waves is far from simple. The mother guides her calf toward deeper waters where the challenges multiply. Currents intensify, light diminishes, and the pressure of the water increases with every meter descended. The calf must adapt quickly, precisely, and instinctively. Its breathing patterns, flipper strokes, and tail movements must synchronize perfectly with the surrounding environment. Mistakes can be dangerous, even fatal. Feeding remains central to survival. The mother whale continues to deliver milk through her remarkable pressure-based system. But deep water introduces new variables. Stronger currents, increased turbulence, greater separation, risk that system remains precise. The milk is delivered in dense, nutrient-rich jets, and the calf receives exactly what it needs to continue growing at a rapid pace. Every feeding session is a complex interaction between mother, calf, and environment, a ballet of instinct, evolution, and survival. At this stage, pod dynamics become increasingly important. Other whales, siblings, aunts, uncles, or unrelated adults form a network of protection and learning. Calves observe social cues, how adults navigate currents, how to respond to danger, how to coordinate movement within a group. These lessons are critical. The calf is not only learning to feed, but to communicate, coordinate, and survive within the larger whale community. The mother acts as both teacher and anchor. She shields her calf, guides it toward safety, and demonstrates essential behaviors through motion and presence rather than sound. Yet, even under her watchful eye, the calf begins small tests of independence, brief dives, exploratory movements, and playful interactions with siblings. These moments are critical to developing the coordination and confidence needed for life in the open ocean. Scientists have noted that feeding efficiency improves dramatically during these weeks. The calf's mouth seals become perfect, its tongue movements precise, and its timing synchronized with the mother's milk jets. Even in moving water, turbulence, or unexpected pressure changes, the calf drinks successfully, a testament to instinct, evolution, and learning. The ocean itself is a teacher. It communicates through currents, pressure changes, and sound. The calf begins to respond to these cues, learning to adjust its movements in ways invisible to casual observers. This ability will serve it for years, enabling dives to extreme depths, long migrations, and life in a world where mistakes are costly. By the end of Part 6, the calf is no longer a fragile newborn. Its body has strengthened. Its coordination has improved. Its trust in the mother is absolute, yet curiosity begins to emerge. The ocean, vast and unpredictable, is both home and challenge, and still, the secret of underwater milk feeding remains one of nature's most extraordinary adaptations. A combination of maternal guidance, biological design, and evolutionary precision allows this giant of the deep to nurture its young in an environment that would overwhelm most other creatures. In the next chapter, Part 7, we will explore the calf's first extended independence, the growing complexity of pod interactions, and the mysteries of survival lessons in early whale life. The ocean is alive with motion, pressure, and the quiet whispers of life. Sunlight fades as the water deepens, yet below the surface, a drama unfolds that has been repeated for millions of years. The newborn whale calf, once fragile and dependent, begins the next stage of life, learning independence. The mother continues to guide, but she allows space for the calf to explore, to make small errors, to test its own limits. These moments are vital. They teach the calf how to respond to currents, adjust its flippers, and coordinate breathing without direct maternal intervention. Each mistake is a lesson. Each adjustment, an evolution in real time. Within the pod, social learning accelerates. Other calves, juveniles, and adults provide subtle cues and behaviors to observe. How to navigate turbulent waters, how to communicate through clicks and whistles, how to maintain position within a moving group. The calf watches and imitates. Its mind processes patterns of behavior, responses to danger, and the rhythms of survival. Even playful interactions, tail slaps, gentle nudges, or mock chases serve as critical training. These seemingly simple acts build coordination, strength, and social awareness. Feeding continues. But the act has grown more sophisticated. The calf now anticipates milk delivery, aligning itself precisely with the mother's movements. Muscles and reflexes synchronize perfectly, even in strong currents. The milk's rich, high-fat composition fuels rapid growth, strengthens insulation against cold water, and supports the development of essential organs and brain function. Yet independence is never complete. The mother remains nearby, a silent guardian and teacher. She monitors the calf's actions, subtly intervenes when danger approaches, and ensures that feeding continues uninterrupted. This delicate balance between guidance and independence is critical for survival in the vast ocean. Predators are an ever-present threat. Sharks, orcas, and other large marine hunters patrol silently. The calf learns to recognize danger through movement, sound, and instinct, adjusting its behavior accordingly. Even simple acts, such as surfacing for air, require calculation, timing, and coordination. During this phase, energy demands increase exponentially. The calf's growing body requires more milk, more fat, and more protein. Each feeding session becomes longer, more frequent, and more precise. Mother and calf develop an unspoken rhythm, a system of trust, timing, and efficiency that ensures the young whale thrives. Beyond feeding, social interactions expand. The calf begins to respond to other pod members, learning hierarchies, communication signals, and cooperative behaviors. Play and exploration are not frivolous. They are survival training, preparing the calf for long migrations, deep dives, and life in a complex social network. Researchers studying these early weeks are amazed at the integration of instinct, learning, and environmental adaptation. No creature on land experiences a combination of immediate survival pressure, complex feeding mechanics, and social learning in such an extreme environment. By the end of Part 7, the calf is stronger, more aware, and increasingly capable of independent action. It still relies on the mother for nourishment and protection, but the first seeds of autonomy are taking root. It swims with confidence, responds to currents, communicates with the pod, and masters the complex act of underwater milk consumption. The ocean, vast and enigmatic, continues to test, teach, and protect this young giant. Its survival is a testament to millions of years of evolution, precision, and maternal ingenuity. In the next chapter, Part 8, we will explore extended independence, deeper dives, the calf's first migrations, and the evolution of advanced survival skills, all while continuing to rely on the miraculous underwater feeding system. Asterisk, the ocean stretches endlessly, a realm of darkness, pressure, and mystery. Sunlight barely penetrates the deeper layers, yet life continues, moving in rhythms older than memory itself. Here, in this vast and challenging world, the young whale calf begins to test the boundaries of its growing independence. By now, the calf has mastered the basic skills of survival, swimming, breathing, and synchronized feeding with its mother. But the ocean demands more. Currents grow stronger, depths become deeper. Predators lurk silently. The calf begins its first extended dives, descending into the twilight zone of the ocean. Each dive is a test of coordination, reflexes, and oxygen management. The young whale must time its breaths perfectly, control its buoyancy, and maintain awareness of its mother and the pod. Even in these early dives, feeding remains essential. The mother continues to supply milk through the extraordinary pressure-based system, perfected by evolution. The calf positions itself with precision, forming a seal and receiving dense, nutrient-rich milk directly into its mouth. The milk's energy fuels growth, strengthens muscles, and supports thermal insulation, critical for survival in the cold, deep waters. Social learning becomes increasingly complex. Interactions with siblings, other calves, and adult pod members teach lessons in communication, cooperation, and survival strategy. Clicks, whistles, and body movements form a language of subtle cues. The calf learns when to follow, when to lead, and when to respond to environmental threats. Play and exploration remain essential. Tail slaps, gentle nudges, and mock chases serve as training exercises, developing strength, agility, and awareness. Even seemingly playful behaviors are survival drills, teaching timing, precision, and coordination. As the calf grows, so does its energy requirement. Feeding sessions increase in duration and frequency. The milk's high fat and protein content fuels rapid growth, supporting the development of organs, muscles, and neurological capacity. The mother's guidance evolves too. She allows greater independence, creating opportunities for the calf to explore and navigate challenges on its own. Yet, she remains close, ready to intervene when danger appears. Researchers studying these stages note that early independence, combined with maternal guidance, creates a balance between freedom and safety, allowing calves to develop the skills needed for migration and long-term survival. Migration is on the horizon. Even at this young age, calves begin to understand the patterns of the ocean. Temperature shifts, current flows, and seasonal movements. They observe adults' behaviors, learning the routes and timing of future long-distance journeys. Predators remain a constant threat. The calf must respond to threats instinctively, relying on observation, speed, and coordination. Every dive, every movement, every feeding session builds resilience and competence. By the end of Part 8, the calf is no longer a newborn in the traditional sense. Its body is stronger, its coordination is precise, and its instincts are finely tuned. It has begun the journey toward independence, yet still relies on the mother's extraordinary guidance and the incredible underwater milk feeding system that sustains life in a world without gravity. The ocean, vast, mysterious, and alive, watches over this young giant. Its survival is not only a story of biology and instinct, but also of trust, connection, and evolution. In the next chapter, Part 9, we will explore the calf's first long migrations, survival challenges, interactions with the broader pod, and the refinement of feeding and diving skills as it continues its incredible journey from dependence to independence. The ocean is a vast expanse of motion and silence, where currents carry life across thousands of kilometers and shadows conceal both beauty and danger. For the young whale calf, this world has now grown larger, more complex, and more challenging. By this stage, the calf has grown stronger, its body adapted to the rigors of deep water living, and its instincts finely honed. Yet life in the ocean is never easy. The first long migrations begin journeys spanning hundreds of miles through warm and cold currents, following routes that have been traveled by generations of whales before. The mother leads the way, guiding the calf through ever-changing conditions. The young whale must learn to conserve energy, navigate efficiently, and remain close to the pod. Every deviation, hesitation, or mistake could be dangerous. Predators, unfamiliar terrain, and exhaustion, all present threats. Feeding during these migrations is a complex dance. The calf continues to rely on the mother's pressure-based milk delivery system. But timing, positioning, and coordination become even more critical. The jet of thick, high-fat milk must reach the mouth perfectly, even as the mother swims through varying currents or adjusts depth. Any error could result in missed nourishment, a serious risk during long journeys. Pod dynamics play a crucial role. The calf observes older juveniles and adults, learning communication patterns, social cues, and behavioral strategies. Clicks, whistles, and body gestures form a sophisticated language that the calf deciphers through careful observation. Even small mistakes, swimming too far, lagging behind, or misreading signals can teach vital lessons about timing, coordination, and awareness. Play and exploration continue to serve as training exercises. Tail slaps, spins, and gentle nudges with siblings are more than fun. They refine muscle control, precision, and reflexes. Each movement, repetition, and interaction develops the calf's abilities to respond to unpredictable conditions. Environmental challenges test the calf's resilience. Sudden currents, changes in water temperature, and encounters with other marine species force quick adaptation. Every challenge enhances coordination, cognitive ability, and awareness of its surroundings. During this phase, researchers have observed that the calf's feeding efficiency reaches near perfection. Muscles, tongue, and mouth movements synchronize seamlessly with the mother's milk jets, even in turbulent waters. The milk's composition, rich in fat, protein, and nutrients, fuels rapid growth. Insulation and organ development, essential for survival during long migrations. The ocean teaches lessons of endurance. The calf learns to pace itself, manage oxygen, and anticipate the mother's movements. It begins to understand the patterns of currents, temperature, and tides, early lessons for survival and navigation during adulthood. By the end of Part 9, the calf has transformed dramatically. From a fragile newborn to a strong, alert, and capable young whale. It now possesses the skills, instincts, and strength needed to continue the journey toward independence. Yet even as it grows, the bond with the mother remains essential. The milk, the protection, and the guidance continue to shape its life. The ocean, immense and ever-changing, has been both teacher and challenge. The calf's survival is a testament to evolution, instinct, and the extraordinary adaptations that allow life to flourish beneath the waves. In the next and final chapter, Part 10, we will witness the transition toward full independence, the culmination of learning, and the remarkable continuation of life beneath the ocean's surface as the calf approaches the threshold of becoming a fully capable ocean giant. Asterisk, the ocean stretches endlessly. A vast cathedral of blue, where light fades into shadow and currents with unseen paths. For the young whale calf, this immense world has become familiar yet still full of challenges. By now, the calf has grown considerably. Muscles are strong, blubber thick, and instincts finely honed. It has mastered swimming, diving, coordination, breathing, and feeding with incredible precision. But life beneath the waves is not static. The final stage of learning begins, the transition toward full independence. The calf must now explore beyond the immediate proximity of the mother, navigate longer distances, interact with the pod more actively, and continue to refine survival skills. Extended dives test endurance. Long migrations challenge energy management. Interactions with pod members refine communication, social hierarchy understanding, and cooperative behaviors. Feeding remains central to life. Though the calf now begins to anticipate, predict, and even assist in positioning during milk delivery, the mother whale continues to provide nourishment, but she also subtly encourages autonomy, brief moments without direct support, allowing the calf to rely on its own instincts and judgment. The pod serves as both community and teacher. Younger calves observe older juveniles and adults, learning advanced navigation, hunting cues, predator avoidance, and social interactions. Every click, whistle, or body gesture carries meaning. The calf interprets and responds, gradually becoming an active, contributing member of the group. The ocean itself is a constant instructor. Currents, temperature shifts, depth pressures, and environmental changes require immediate adaptation. Mistakes are corrected instinctively, refined through repeated experiences, and integrated into memory. This is survival, practice, and growth all at once. The calf's body has adapted to the demands of this world. Muscles, blubber, and organs have matured. Feeding efficiency reaches peak levels. The milk it consumes continues to fuel growth, energy, and thermal regulation, yet it is no longer entirely dependent on it for survival. Predators remain a presence, and the calf has learned vigilance. It swims in patterns that reduce risk, anticipates threats through subtle cues, and communicates alarm signals to the pod. These survival skills, honed over weeks and months, prepare the calf for a life largely independent of direct maternal guidance. Play continues to serve as learning. Interactions with siblings and pod members refine agility, coordination, and communication. The ocean becomes a classroom, the pod a community, and the mother both guide and silent observer, as Part 10 concludes. The calf now embodies a perfect balance of instinct, learned behavior, and physical adaptation. It has transitioned from fragile newborn to a young whale capable of facing the ocean's vastness. The miraculous process of underwater milk feeding, coordinated diving, and maternal guidance has culminated in a life ready for survival, exploration, and eventual reproduction. The ocean remains vast and mysterious. Yet life continues, a testament to evolution, maternal ingenuity, and the resilience of nature. From birth, through early feeding, to first independence. The journey of this young whale illustrates the profound intelligence and adaptability of life. Beneath the waves, the mother and calf continue their journey together, navigating currents, communicating silently, and participating in the timeless dance of life in the ocean. And as the sun fades into twilight over the open sea, the young whale's story, like the ocean itself, continues, endless, powerful, and awe-inspiring. As the ocean stretches beyond the horizon, we are reminded of the incredible journey we have witnessed, from the fragile first breaths of a newborn whale to the remarkable mastery of swimming, feeding, and survival in a world of pressure, currents, and unseen challenges. Life beneath the waves is nothing short of extraordinary. The calf, once dependent on its mother's guidance, has grown into a young whale capable of navigating the vast and mysterious ocean. Every movement, every dive, every mouthful of nutrient-rich milk has contributed to this journey of survival, adaptation, and learning. We have seen how nature solves seemingly impossible problems, how a mother delivers milk underwater, defying the challenges of currents and pressure, how a calf instinctively learns to feed, swim, and communicate, and how evolution, instinct, and maternal care combine to ensure life thrives in even the most extreme environments. But the story of this young whale is not just about biology or survival. It is about connection, the bond between mother and child, the relationship with the pod, and the unspoken language of life that flows silently through the ocean. As we leave the deep blue, we carry a reminder. The ocean is a world of wonder, full of mysteries yet to be discovered. And every life, from the smallest creature to the largest, is a testament to the power of evolution, adaptation, and the sheer resilience of nature. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the secret world of baby whales and the incredible ingenuity of life beneath the waves. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and let curiosity guide your way. The Wonder Lab